EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Herbert on third down now. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. Touchdown. George Pickens. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ojabo running in to take him down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, Makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
And his throw is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Play action. It's Burrow.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here we go. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw complete right side to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
11. They go play action with Burrow. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
36 yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah, he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here we go. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's got this with Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Here's Burrow. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
11 empty.
On third down, Burrow.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, it's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, here's Burrow. It's caught. This is White. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
40 yards.
and the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They run right side with Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Finding room at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Herbert now. This is taken in by McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
George Pickens.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
24.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Trey McBride, 35 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dameon Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now they look. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Trey McBride. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On one, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
Here we go.
they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33.
That's good for a
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 16,
Burrow swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A final shot now for Burrow. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest.